It's a new day, a new chapter. Let's begin. Chapter 3. Nagisa, Iris, and Silent noticed that Kaylin has gone up ahead. They were curious why. When they found her, they saw her talking to someone. All of that is one sentence. Sis, I told you not to leave home without telling us, your siblings, said Kaylin's sister. Aurora, y'all don't need to know everything, said Kaylin. How about we check that with a battle, sis, said Aurora. Come on out, Semi-Poor. All right then, Evie, let's go, said Kaylin. Poor? Said Semi-Poor. Et voilà, said Evie. Nagisa was curious on who those two Pokemon were. Pokedex entries follow. Why haven't you evolved that Eevee yet, sis? Asked Aurora. Well, Eevee doesn't want to evolve, Kaylin responded. Doesn't matter. Eevee, use Leaf Braid. Evoix, said Eevee as it swung its tail at Semi-Poor. Semi-Poor, use Ice Beam, said Aurora. Simi, said Semi-Poor as it shot ice from its mouth. Eevee, use Rock Slide, said Kaylin. Eevee made rocks fall from the sky. Some landed on Semi-Poor, stopping the ice beam. Flash Cannon, said Aurora. Earthquake, said Kaylin. The battle continued on. What kind of Deus Ex Machina Eevee is this? It can't learn any of those moves. At least make it a Leafeon for Arceus' sake. God! Semi-Poor fell in defeat. Good job, Semi-Poor. Return, said Aurora. Come on out, Jellicent. Jelly, said Jellicent. Nagisa looked at her Pokedex. Come back, Eevee, said Kaylin. Lycanroc, let's go! Why? Said Lycanroc. Why is Kaylin fighting a Jellicent, a water ghost type, with Lycanroc, a rock type? Asked Iris quietly. Kaylin and Aurora kept battling, but Aurora lost. You know what? I hate you, sis, said Aurora. I wish you were never my sister. Aurora, no, wait, said Kaylin. Then she noticed Aurora left her wave bat on the ground, and Marine came out. What was that about? Said Marie. Sorry, Marine. Aurora just ran off, said Kaylin. I'll go talk to her, said Silent, because I know just how she feels. I've been the same way in my childhood. Rejected! 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 Silent ran off to find Aurora to talk to her. Aurora, there you are, said Silent. What do you want? Said Aurora. I want to talk to you, said Silent. I know how you feel right now. You do, said Aurora. How come? Well, back when I first got Pansage, said Silent, my brothers wanted to try battling each other, and I got involved, even though I had a type advantage against Cress. I lost and ran away from home. My brothers didn't want to look for me, so they told my parents that I ran away from home. I was found a few hours later by Nurse Joy, and she returned me home in the morning. My family was worried, and my mom taught me a valuable lesson. Battling isn't always about winning or losing, it's about experiencing the joy of battling. Oh, really? Said Aurora. Maybe I should apologize to my sister. You think you just disowned her because you brought out a frickin' Lycanroc against a Jellicent, you moron. I'll walk you there, said Silent. Silent walked with Aurora, then met up with the others. Sis, I'm sorry, said Aurora. I didn't mean to run off. That's okay, Aurora, said Kaylin. Oh, Nagisa, I saw someone calling for you on the way here, said Aurora. I wonder who it is, said Nagisa. Where do you think you're going, pretty cure? Said the mysterious person. Nor, said Aurora. Oh, and I think I found someone looking for Nagisa, said Nor. Nagisa! said Hanukkah. Hanukkah, put her down, said Nagisa. Make me, said Nor. Sabo! Said Sabo as it shot water from its mouth. Nor just dodged it and then used Hanukkah's heart flower to create a buffoon. Random exposition time in the Glitter Force series, which is the American version of Pretty Cure. the magical girls fight these inflatable balloon things called buffoons every single episode, and there's a reason why I couldn't get past season 1 because it was the same thing every episode. Why am I reading this again? "Ready, sis?" said Caitlin as she grabbed her trio badge. "Ready!" said Aurora as she grabbed her wave badge. "Pretty Cure Deviant Moonshine!" said Caitlin and Aurora. Caitlin became Dread Ruler Trio, and Aurora became Dread Ruler Wave. "Ruler of the land and skies full of flames, Dread Ruler Trio," said Caitlin. "The Queen of the Sea of Flames, Dread Queen Wave," said Aurora. The two Cures fight and defeated the buffoon. They went back to normal and saved Hanukkah. "Hanukkah, you're okay," said Nagisa. "Nagisa, where have you been?" said Hanukkah. "And who are all of you?" "I ended up in this world somehow," said Nagisa. "This is Pikachu, Iris, Axu, Silent, Aurora, Caitlin, and Sobble." "Nice to meet you all," said Hanukkah. Our heroes waved bye to Aurora as she ran home. "Bye, sis," said Caitlin. "Have a safe trip home." Chapter 4. The 5 heroes were on their way to Nakreen City when they noticed a girl looking for something. "Have any of you seen a Rockruff around here?" said the girl. "A Rockruff? No, we haven't," said Nagisa. Then they heard some barking. "Arf! Arf! Arf!" "Rockruff, there you are," said Laura. "I'm Laura, by the way." "Nice to meet you," said Nagisa. "I'm Nagisa Misumi, and this is my partner Pikachu." Introductions followed. "Nice to meet all of you," said Laura. They followed Laura to her place. They saw a lot of Rockruff playing around. "Wow, there are so many," said Hanukkah. "Pokemon breeding." Then they noticed Silent petting one. "I think that one likes Silent," said Caitlin. "Heh, it sure does," said Silent. A few minutes later, Laura came out, worried. "What's wrong, Laura?" said Nagisa. "All the Rockruff are gone," said Laura. "Well, not all of them are," said Caitlin. "One of them's sleeping on Silent's lap." "At least one's here," said Laura. "Let's find the rest," said Iris. 6 of them went to find the other Rockruff. Then they noticed a familiar balloon in the sky. "Team Rocket," said Nagisa. "What are you doing here?" said Caitlin. "We want to give all those Rockruff to our boss," said James. "Try to stop us," said Meowth. Then a cat-like person appeared and sliced the rope, saving the Rockruff. "Thanks, Pan." "You're welcome, Caitlin," said Pan. "Let's transform!" Magical girl transformation sequence follows. Pan is also a magical girl? Boy? Person? I don't know, they just appeared out of nowhere. The 4 Cures attacked Team Rocket together and then made them blast off. They said goodbye to Laura and Pan and continued on. Then they heard a Rockruff run to them. He then wanted Silent's attention. "What is it, Rockruff?" "Arf! Arf! Arf!" said Rockruff. "I think he wants to be with you, Silent," said Hanukkah. "Is that true, Rockruff?" "Arf!" said Rockruff as it grabbed the Pokeball out of Caitlin's bag and gave it to Silent. "How did he know where it was in my bag?" said Caitlin. Rockruff pressed the button on the Pokeball and went inside and was captured. Silent then hugged the ball. "I'll take good care of you, Rockruff," said Silent. "Oh, okay. And end of Chapter 4. Chapter 5. My note. I'm sorry, but I'm skipping the cute fairy noises because my boys ain't no fairies! Our heroes were heading to Nakreen. Nagisa was admiring the scenery. "Wow, the nature around here is so elegant," said Iris. "Avery Adam Larson, what are you doing here?" "Axe!" agreed. "Almost like back in the Village of Dragons," said Axu. "We'll be in Nakreen City soon," said Silent. "As long as nothing goes wrong, we're fine," said Caitlin. Then a certain noise scared everyone. After it was gone, the girls turned to see that Silent was missing. "The world is ending! Oh my god!" "Silent, where did you go?" said Hanukkah. "I'm right here," said a voice. Everyone looked down to see a little green creature with a little crown on his head. "Who are you?" said Nagisa. "I'm Sage, Middle Prince of the Guardian of Light. My brother Poor is the next king." "A prince," said Meppel. "It's not often we run into one of those," said Meppel. "Right now, I somehow got into my fairy form, and I don't know how to get back to normal," said Sage. "I don't even know how I switched in the first place. All I remember was getting scared and covered in smoke. The next moment I was like this." "Don't worry, Sage," said Iris. We'll help you get back to your human form.
Thanks.
For the next half hour or so, Nagisa, Iris, Kaylin, and Hanukkah had to figure out how to get Sage back to his human form. Not only that, but figure out where Silent lived. Sage, is there anything that makes you switch other than by your own will? Said Kaylin.
Well, getting scared and feeling loved and happy, I can become human again, but my family's the only one who really loves me.
That wasn't exactly the line of dialogue, but I don't give a crap.
Do you know where your family is? Said Meppel. Well, usually in the Garden of Light or Striaton, said Sage. I can only remember going there a lot when I was young, but my brothers and I caused a lot of trouble.
The only problem is we don't have a portal to get to the Guardian of Light, Garden, wherever the heck this place is, said Hanukkah.
And we'd need to backtrack to get to Striaton, said Meppel.
So,
what do you laugh at?
Usually tickles or jokes, but my dad's funnier than you guys. So someone has to tickle you, said Iris. Before anyone could do anything, Team Rocket appeared. Oh boy, not again. Kaylin, Nagisa, and Hanukkah then went to transform. Skips transformation sequence. The Cures fought off Team Rocket. During the fight, Dreadruler Trio got hit really hard and started crying. Then a puff of smoke appeared, and she turned into a fairy, and then started crying again. How dare you do that, you meanies, said Kaylin in her fairy form, screaming really loudly. Everyone had to pause and cover their ears. Does she have to be this loud? Said Cure Black. I don't know, we barely know her, said Iris. Imagine, the flipping Pokemon Mafia ran away because a magical girl fairy guardian called them a bunch of meanies. Before they knew it, Kaylin's crying made Team Rocket blast off. How did she do that? Said Hanukkah. My crying is so strong that it destroys things, said Kaylin as she switched forms. Before they next knew it, Sage was laughing so hard that he switched back to his human form. Silent, you were Sage this whole time, said Nagisa. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was. I didn't really want to tell you I was a prince after all. So that means Chili and Chris are princes too, said Iris. And Chris is the next king. I was trying to hide the prince part of me and accidentally went into it, said Silent. It's okay, Silent. No matter what form you're in, I'll always love you, said Nagisa. Thanks, Nagisa, said Silent. There should be a town nearby, said Kaylin. We can rest up there. Then they went to the nearby town. Notice how Silent doesn't say, I love you too.
Oh, how marvelous, how simply, incredibly marvelous the world would be if I, Chris Marcus Jones, was the king. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I didn't get enough sleep last night.